All right. Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of XN Interviews. I'm your host, XN. Joining me as always is JX. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good. It's been almost a month since we've done it before, so I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, for sure. I've been working a lot. Really no time. And taking care of kids in between. Um, but yeah, our guest this weekend is the Master Gamer. How are you doing tonight, man?
I'm good.
Yeah, all right. So, for some of you who don't know, he is a part of the Fall Brawl tournament that Ghost Dog is hosting. And yeah, well, I'd love to hear some more about what you got going on. Mm. So, what kind of got you into playing MCOC?
Um, One day at church, my friend was playing a game, and I wondered what it was. And I noticed he was playing with a different version of Punisher, and he got me into it.
Nice. Okay. So it was Punisher 2099 is what
Yep.
got you hooked. Okay. Um. So what kind of got you into like creating content for it?
Um, it was more of a I didn't see a rank for Ant-Man before his buff, so and there was only like a week of when the synergies came out for Captain Sam Westlin. So I thought, how about I can show off him pre-buff and then post-buff,
Okay.
and sent it to a few people like KT and Max, and it got some traction. People were liking it. Some people were worried about the nerfs, and I agreed. They are nerfs in some areas, but since then I thought just make some content on my new weird rank fours I do.
Okay. Very nice. Yeah. So Ant-Man, what did you like about him pre-buff versus post-buff or nerf, however you want to call it?
Um,
I
I liked how
love GP.
how
Single
he had damage in the most non-ethical way of spamming special ones and then dropping a special two, and the whole team, unlike most synergy teams, are all phenomenal. Are all good characters who help out Ghost or Ant-Man.
Okay. Yeah. So you're talking about the synergy with Ghost, Ant-Man, Captain America, Wasp.
Yep.
Okay. Very nice. So you took him to rank 3, and then what were some things that you liked about him post buff?
Post buff, I like how he now has triple immunities, and he's the first buff immune champion at the time that has additional immunities.
Okay. So what kind of immunities does he have?
He has shock, poison, and buff immunity.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was saying he should always have poison immunity for a while, like ever since he came out. So
Yeah.
I'm glad he has it and more. It's really nice to see such an old character from 2015 uh, get get his due. It's pretty awesome.
I mean, it's good to know that he has shock immunity. That's an immunity that not very many characters have.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were talking about your other obscure rank fours. Who else have you got?
I also have a rank for Man Thing,
Yeah.
Very nice.
and I'm taking up Craven when war rewards come in.
Oh, okay. Craven.
That's a good
Sorry,
one.
that's my son. He's yelling at his mom right now.
Now he's excited about Craven.
Okay. Yeah, Craven. What do you like about Craven, and what makes you want to take him up to rank 4?
Um, his damage mostly, and just the guaranteed critical bleeds. I would take a Black Cat, but I don't have her yet, and I find it more enjoyable than Nick Fury, just because playing Nick Fury for so long, because I've had him since halfway through Act 5, he's gotten a little stale for me. But Craven, you have to like think mid-match, do your combos, and keep them up. But if you keep them up, your damage just goes crazy.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, that's one of the characters I pulled early as a 5-star that I took up to rank 5 for defensive purposes, but now I no longer use him. um, but you mentioned Black Cat, yeah. So I pulled her recently, and I'll be excited to take her up to rank 2 or 3. Um, so you've been playing a lot of Battlegrounds lately? Do you like the current meta, and what kind of metas are you looking forward to?
I like the what's the thing before Glider Circuit?
You're talking about the victory track?
Yeah, that. I like how these was personality because you could easily abuse it with a lot of champions. But once I got to Glider Circuit, I haven't really liked the nodes. I've only played Glider Circuit just so I can get enough shards for Sig Stones.
You're talking about the battle tokens or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're using the battle tokens that you get from Battlegrounds for the signature stones.
Yep.
Okay. Jay, you got a question over there?
Yes, all right. I always start with this question. How'd you get your username?
I couldn't think of a name back when I was playing Roblox, and I just put my first initial and a word and gamer, and then I don't know why the numbers.
Fair enough. You just had to say, like, Roblox, and I always, like... Roblox is so old that it always ties to other games as well, and, like, that's one of those gamer tags that I feel like I've seen before.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You're still using it, though. I liked it.
Yeah. So what do you think about the side quest this month? The chances for a 6-star awakening gem.
I've always liked the rifts. My only complaint with this event is there's no guaranteed chance to like choose what you want at the end of the event, like for unlike every other rift event.
Yeah, like the chronometer. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on Spot and Spider-Man Supreme?
I'm very excited for Spot. I think he's gonna be like Spider-Man 2099, where he's gonna go under the radar for a while, but then once he's more accessible to the public, and if he gets changed or not, people are gonna see his value. And for for Spider Supreme, I'm undecisive with him right now.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So you actually brought up a good point with the buffs.
Balance.
What is it?
Balance program.
Balance update. Yeah. So Wiccan is actually gonna get a balance. He's gonna get, what is it? A max stack on his heavies, his arcane theft, and Hulkling is not getting touched, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and got another person as well.
Yeah, we're getting an Iron Man Infinity War buff. Were there any details on that?
Yeah, I think
I didn't. I don't.
Yeah, it was on the forums. I'll get it for you. But basically, they're going into beta in November, and their actual buff will get released in January. So it's pretty cool that it's going to be in beta, and people have kind of complained a while now. Oh, why don't this get tested, or et cetera, et cetera. So I think them going into beta in November and then actually getting released, so you can take all that critiques from the beta being put into the actual game is really interesting.
Yeah. I think it's just a little change of pace from what we're used to seeing because I think the CCP gets it like a few days in advance before
Yeah.
the characters release.
Yeah, it's something that we like. You have some with the buffs. Sometimes it's not even there. Sometimes it is, and then you also have you have two characters to test, and one of them comes out before the other. So time with real time as well. You don't get a full testing. I can do most of the testing with that. All right, so I was gonna see here. It says that we're looking to keep the identity while making his attacker loops feel more accessible so he can be a serviceable option, especially in battlegrounds. Even if he's on the slower side, look forward to longer plasmas, incinerates, easier access to stun on his special 2, and more.
Okay, cool.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah, that'll be nice. It'll be a good change for Iron Man Infinity War. I hope he's not more annoying on defense.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, Ant-Man's not, so I'm happy. I think they know. But then again, they also want defenders, so it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and we'll also get a rocket buff next month, too.
Yes, yeah, because we didn't have a buff this month.
Right. Yeah, that'll be nice. So we'll get 2 buffs and a Wiccan rework.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. What else came out this month? We had Deadpool
So
this
much.
weekend. Deadpool. Oh, you guys getting a 5-star Deadpool, 6-star Deadpool?
I opened up. What did I bought the $50 deal because I was like, why not? And then I bought the $10 thinking it was like that one crystal. I thought it was 10, not 1.
Yeah.
Oops. But no, I didn't get a 5 or 6-star Deadpool, so I'm kind of bummed. I'll probably buy the piggy bank and see if I get it.
Okay. What about you, Master Gamer?
I got 50 and I got 50. I only got 1 4-star and 3 3-stars.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That's what I got. I just had those champs already since I spent before.
I spent on the 1 Cavalier Crystal and opened up 1 5-star Deadpool.
Ah, no, I saw that. I was like, are you kidding me? A 1 and done.
Yeah.
You're lucky. You're always lucky with them sometimes. It's crazy.
Yeah, I can get pretty lucky sometimes. But yeah, this time I just got lucky. It doesn't happen very often. But yeah, it was a little disappointing to not see any gold offers this time around.
Yeah.
I think.
No, I agree. I was every time they've had gold offers before, I've never had gold because of the economy issue of me just not playing like super duper all the time. And I was like, okay, gold offers, and they weren't there, man. I was pretty sad.
Right.
So it sucks because there's only deals that you have the actual deals for cash, and then you actually have the unit deals. So, not the best for free to play.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What were you looking for the gold deals as well, Master Gamer?
No, I was just hoping that they wouldn't come, just because I never have gold.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I was focusing on battleground rank ups, so I was hurting.
Yeah, those rank ups drain it so bad.
Yeah, I just took Immortal Hulk to rank 3.
Oh,
and
nice. Me too.
yeah, very nice. Heck yeah. But he just drained all my gold, and then I was looking and I was like, thank God there aren't any gold deals because I'd have to sell all my ISO.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So obviously you'll remember, we had that, but the biggest news is like Relic 7 stars in Ascension. Come on.
Yeah, I was kind of waiting for the end of that.
Yeah, you mentioned Immortal Hulk, which obviously we get 6 CCP. Us and the CCP get to play with 6 relics, and one of them is a Hulk relic, and we can use that Immortal Hulk, and it's pretty nice. I'll say that.
Yeah, I haven't seen any.
It's pretty cool. I haven't tested too much, but it was pretty fun. Tested the Venom one.
Okay, cool. So you did test some of them out.
Yes, I did. I've been busy with graphic design, but I got some today, and it's really awesome. The Venom one obviously is kind of meant for cosmics that do bleed, mostly the symbiotes. I tried it with Drax, though, because obviously X and we were going to make a Drax buff.
Yeah.
But we never got around to it. But he was pretty cool. It was like 25. I think it was like 25k crits bleeds, so it was pretty nice. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to taste the rest, and I'm excited for everyone else to get them. Be pretty awesome.
Okay. Yeah. I'm excited to see who all we can get as relics besides the ones we already been shown.
So I don't know if you guys know this, but there were data mines of the extra relics.
Oh.
Yeah. So which happens because obviously when Kabam do these, they model those relics in game, and then obviously that we've had Kabam on the talked about it before, but I think there were. I was watching Karate Mike's video. He said these 6 relics CCP could attest. When relics come out, 6 more will be able to be. So it'll be 12 in total once relics come out.
Okay.
But there are also 4 extra relics that were data mined. So it's I think there were 16 relics in total.
Wow.
And
Very
more to
nice.
come, obviously. Pretty exciting.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know if you want me to say them all, but it's up to you.
I do.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So obviously we have Ant-Man. Yeah, all right. So Ant-Man, Black Panther, Captain America, Guillotine, Hulk, Hulkbuster, Juggernaut, Punisher, Scarlet Witch, Storm, Thanos, Thor, Venom, Vision, Winter Soldier, and Wolverine.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Thanos relic. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So those are all from the game files. Obviously, don't like leaks, but then again, I mean, we know these are going to be. This is kind of exciting because we will get these, so it's really cool.
That is going to be so cool to put Thanos' army up with that and see what it does.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully that would be give Proxima a buff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll she'll grow like get a size tag buff too as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So relics sounds way exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's really cool. Like as you mentioned, like Thanos could be with the black
The Black Order.
with the Black Order. Little stutter. So yeah, it's interesting to see what the others can do. They also kind of be class based as well, and like with the Venom, it's like, okay, what about cosmic bleeds, right? That's what that works out. So I'm interested to see, like, Winter Soldier, could his be with the different gun users in the skill class? It's really interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like, once you bind it to a certain character, they could take them up to new levels we've never seen before.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. Wolverine would be pretty gnarly. I wonder what he would do.
I hope Punisher's one is increased bleed damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, some of the relics themselves, like Juggernaut, his works on himself. So if you bind this character to his own relic, it actually works really well. So Punisher, who is a trophy champ, obviously, would be pretty interesting to see. And Kabam, because they don't buff trophy champs, so it's interesting if how a relic could push him up on a roster.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see. I wonder if that's going to be like a trophy relic for the Sig Stones on your relics. You'd get like a max Sig Stone for your relic, and then you'd get a chance for the Punisher relic.
Oh yeah. Like a Mortal Iron Fist.
Like yeah.
Yeah, I have no clue. I hope not, because that would be
would be terrible.
Yeah, I hope we don't get a repeat of that. But yeah, relics are in a sense our champions though. Like you do have the duplication, you do have the rank up materials. It's really interesting and it's really cool.
7 stars. Are you guys not opening any crystals until November?
Yeah, for the most part. I kind of opened up one, but
okay.
They got long shot.
Yeah.
2099 Punisher.
Yeah, I'm opening my crystals. I don't have any chance for max sig. That it's like don't feel a reason to save.
Okay.
So even if you dupe a 6-star, it'll get 7-star stones, right? 7-star shards.
Yeah, if you dupe
A 6-star.
6-star soon, it will give you 7-star shards.
in November. That's why
Yes.
people are waiting.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
7-star shards are coming
Yeah.
next month.
It's pretty crazy. I don't have a rank 4 6 stars, so it's kind of crazy that I'm gonna get 7-star shards when I do a 6-star. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. I don't have a rank 4 yet. I'm like, I think I have one tier 6 and one tier 3 alpha right now. I'm working on my second. um, but I have a few rank 3s just in case. Um, so Master Gamer, have you done anything in 8 or chapter 8 yet?
Yep, I've 100%.
Okay, 100%. Have you done all of your paths in the Abyss or Labyrinth?
Nope, just have completion on them. I
Okay.
plan on going back into the Abyss maybe around March next year.
Okay. Are you gonna do that with the Karina's challenges?
Yeah.
Okay. What else you got over there, Jay?
All right, I want to go back to 7 stars. Someone
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
reading YouTube chat and saying, I made you guys talking about the border. So from what I know, I think the 7 stars are green, just like the
Ooh.
crystal, which I'll put in the chat if you guys are curious about it. So it is green, kind of a nice break from. Actually, 1 stars are kind of green. Like those borders are actually green, so it's kind of interesting.
I like that.
Yeah, so I put in chat if you guys want to look at it. It's a 6 star shape, but like more gemified, if you know what I mean, like a polished stone. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Like an emerald.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I do wish it was a different shape though, but it still looks cool.
For sure. Um, yeah. So we were talking about your completion.
Hmm.
Okay. Have you gotten all your variants done?
I have them all completed.
Completed. Okay. What about variant 1? Do you plan on going back in there anytime soon?
No.
Just thought I'd ask.
I did it for the gold, and I'm never touching it again.
Okay. Um, so let's see. We talked about rifts. Do you spend in game?
Yes.
Obviously, you did a little bit. So what type of deals do you try to buy, or do you try to hold out until like 4th of July or Cyber Weekend?
Yeah, I usually spend on 4th of July, Cyber Weekend, Deadpool events, and then Christmas.
Okay. Um, what else you got over there, Jay?
I'll just ask, since you do spend on Cyber Weekend, what are you looking forward to next month?
An Awakening Gem for my Nimrod.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'll take an Awakening Gem for Omega Sentinel.
Solid Snake asks, what's better, Ant-Man pre or post buff?
Damage-wise, pre. Utility-wise, post.
Okay.
There you go. It's kind of a
Very
shame,
nice.
but it's kind of interesting to sacrifice damage for utility.
Yeah, and when we talked to John about it, I mean, he was pretty clear that they were gonna take away the Captain America synergy
Mm-hmm.
when the buff happened. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it was intentional, but it's always an interesting thing.
Yeah.
I'm always one for more damage, but like I want more damage. Not to say like it doesn't have to be like more like best damage and best utility, but I'm always someone who wants to get that damage. Um, but for battlegrounds, what is more important? Is it damage or is it utility, Master Gamer?
I found damage for
Yeah,
Battlegrounds.
that's what I was thinking too. So it's kind of interesting. Have like you do your rank ups, what you want like good defenders for your opponents to stumble on, but you want good attackers that are gonna get those fight times really short.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, do you have like a specific team that you try to draft?
Uh, yeah, it's Man Thing, Domino, Nick, Hercules, Doom, Craven. I can't think of the last champ. Last one is just dependent on who they have. So it could be like Nimrod or Terrax. Just it depends on what would give them the most trouble.
Sounds like a pain.
Yeah. Yeah. So speaking of Man Thing, somebody just was that you, Jay?
Yeah, of
Did
course,
you
man.
post that?
Yeah. Gotta mention Man
Marley-
Thing. Gotta show
Yeah.
his MCU debut.
Did you guys watch the Werewolf by Night?
Yes.
Special?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. So anybody that hasn't watched it, you guys want to go into spoiler territory or not?
Yeah, has anyone not watched it? Do you guys want us to not go over it? It's not too spoily, I will say. It's kind of a self-contained thing, which I like. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
sets up for the future of the Mystic side of the MCU, which is awesome. But wait a few seconds. But how did everyone like it? Honest
I loved
opinions.
it.
Loved it?
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it last night with my son and my daughter, and we just chilled and had a good little night watching it. It was fun.
Yeah, it was so good. I watched it with my dad and my brother who played the game as well, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, this is so good!" Like, Man Thing was done perfect. Elsa as well. Like, I remember people were like, "Oh, Elsa's gonna what, like she's crying like a girl." I'm like, no, if you know Elsa from the comics, she's here to kick ass, and that's exactly what she did. So it was
Absolutely.
awesome.
She took a beating, chopped that guy's arm off. It was
Yeah, it was super brutal for the MCU. Like,
I mean, I think they got away with it because of the
Yeah.
black and white. They couldn't show like blood and that much gore, so they made it black and white so they could get away with it.
yeah, that's what I was saying too. I like it though. I really like noir and black and white stuff because anything that comes out today is never black and white anymore. It's all super colored and everything. So it was a cool
Yeah.
break from it.
What'd you think, Master Gamer?
I loved it. The black and white really fits it, and with Man Thing being in it because of how he kills people, that's going to be very cautious with how they're going to deal with it. Because it isn't so bad when it's in black and white, but in color, it's pretty bad.
Just don't fear him, and he'll never incinerate you.
True.
Just call him by his name.
Yeah, I was actually I was on Twitter when it came out, and apparently they've been teasing Man Thing for a couple years now. His
Yep.
first tease was actually in Iron Man 3 because his wife was in it and she had burn marks on her skin, which is interesting. And then I think in Agents of Shield, Maria Hill says "What's Man Thing?" He's in the fridge, which is where they have super captives. And then obviously his statue was in Thor Ragnarok. Yeah.
Next to Beta Ray Bill himself.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting, and he's finally here, and oh my god, he looks so good. I loved him.
When I saw his sculpture in Ragnarok, I thought they killed him off before we could even see him, even though that he's immortal.
Yeah,
He's the nexus of all beings, man. You can't kill Man Thing.
yeah, you can't kill him.
Um,
The biggest
go
thing is, what do you guys think about? So obviously this one's a Spider-Man event. We kind of knew that last year, but would you guys have preferred a Werewolf by Night, event? And obviously we already have Elsa and Man Thing, and obviously everyone else is off the table from the movie besides Werewolf by Night. So would you guys? I was thinking about this. Would you guys prefer a Dracula and Werewolf by Night, so a vampire and a werewolf month instead of a Spider-Verse?
Mm,
I think it would have fit the theme more.
Yeah.
yeah, probably. If Morbius wasn't in the vote for this year, it would have been a perfect time to do Morbius and Werewolf by Night, and then do a story with Blade and Elsa teaming up.
Well,
The
so
Midnight Suns.
yeah, well, he was in the first vote, so he could have came this year if it illegally he was allowed to. He just wasn't allowed to join last year because he was in the first
Right.
vote. So they
Oh,
could have
thank
done
you.
that. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. Which then again, Morbius is he's like he's like not a real vampire, but he would definitely fit the theme. And Kabam were even teasing him when they did that. Well, they did the Moon Knight. Like, guess who it is? And then it's Morbius.
Yeah.
But then no,
Who's
it's
that
not Morbius.
champion?
It's Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Little pranksters at Kabam. But yeah,
But yeah, I would have loved to have seen like a Jack Russell or a Werewolf by Night character.
yeah. I mean, I think that's so cool. Like when like Kabam, like they say, like when we do MCU events, we look for those characters that are going to be unique to our game. That's why I said Rincha was coming and Rincha came, right? And that's kind of why I see Atuma coming for next month, and that's why maybe he'll come. But I think Werewolf by Night would have been perfect, and like I love his character. I think Spot and Spider Supreme just should have been next year with the film's release, because obviously this month was going to be into Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, and doesn't come out to next year because it got delayed. So I thought it would be cool if Kabam could have delayed this event and then left Werewolf by Night. I don't know. I still think, I don't know. I'm just curious what you guys think. I've heard a lot of complaints about it, so I was curious.
Not that I'm
Yeah.
but it definitely would have just fit the theme more.
Mm-hmm.
Had Werewolf by Night and Morbius or Dracula or even what was the vampire's name in She-Hulk?
I don't. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
During the counseling session.
Yeah, the last episode, the previous episode. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that would have been funny. Or hell, even Hellcow.
Yeah, and Gabe, before when he left on Twitter, he was like, "Don't worry, Betsy's coming." So
yeah,
I don't I don't know
we'll see
how that would be.
She's coming, so we'll see her soon, right? I mean, within the next year or two, I'd say, because that's how long they plan out for.
Yeah, they usually plan out every time. It's always 2 years in advance. So
Right.
their stuff is always planned. And you look at the State of Battleground map, and I think the one that came out in last April has mystery spots all the way till I think close to the end of next year. So there's lots of space.
Absolutely. All right. So Mastergamer, is there any MCOC type content that has gone away that you wish would come back?
Probably the maze.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's the
alright.
most popular answer.
We've heard that answer before.
It's mostly because that was when I was taking my little break from the game, so I never got to experience it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, we heard the rewards were bad, but the structure was good. So, yeah, maybe they'll bring it back.
Yeah.
Have we heard anything about the Grandmaster's Gauntlet?
It should be back soon.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have a date or anything like that, so.
Right. No. Yeah. That's.
But yeah, it should be back soon. I was gonna bring it up though. Like they brought back the Gauntlet back, so come on, bring back the maze, remaster it.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. What are you guys' thoughts on this Eternity of Pain?
Mixed feelings on all the bosses.
Okay.
I just haven't done it. I decided not to do this one.
Yeah. I did the MODOK boss fight at the beginning of the cycle, and that's it. I haven't really had time to mess with it, and I don't really feel like wasting revives.
Yeah. Good to save them.
Yeah.
I like MODOK because it gave me a good testing ground for a Hitmonkey.
Oh yeah.
Because I took him up a week before the next Eternity Pain was announced.
Nice. Yeah, it was good practice for my Black Widow Claire, or not Claire, but Deadly Origin. Yeah. But yeah. What else have we gotten?
8.1.
Yeah, 8.1. You said he completed it. What was your thoughts on 8.1?
It was very easy.
Easy.
Ooh, slight work. How'd you like the boss fights? Tell us.
I actually liked it more when it was bugged than when it was fixed.
Really?
Oh.
So you couldn't see the traps?
Yeah. overall, I really liked Citalis. It was a new way to get people to actually learn how to deal with traps, and it gave you incentive to sometimes be in the trap, sometimes to be out of it. She made you think. You couldn't just go crazy.
Right. Okay.
You you excited to see the other Marvel Realm champions like Chrono Surfer minions join, like the Hulk and the Punisher?
Yes.
Yeah.
I really hope the Punisher is the final boss.
Yeah, It's interesting because they only in her like they had a poster drop, and during that and in that poster, she had 3 people behind her, so definitely seems like 4 different things. And Chrono Surfer doesn't seem like to be, oh, this is just a one act and done kind of thing, when he's been literally built since the first New York Comic Con trailer, if you believe it or not. Like since 2014 he was in it. So I definitely think it's going to be 4 of his minions, obviously Punisher at the end of it, because spoilers, he killed the Maestro, right? So it's, yeah, I think it's going to be pretty interesting, and I'm excited. It's so cool because his characters came from M-Rock. That cutscene ended with that happening, and they're finally in the game. And soon, I think in December, I think actually M-Rock play, like the actual Barons and the heroes are going to be coming for the Guardians event, because it seems like the Guardians are having a holiday, and then boom, all the M-Rock characters come in.
Yeah.
You think an MROC character is going to come crash the party, huh?
Yeah, well, I don't think a playable character, but I still think it's Mantis. But I think that they're actually like their ships are finally entered the battle realm entered the battle realm. They finally left Battle World, I think.
Right. Okay.
Now that you brought up Barons, do you think the Barons will be the first 7 stars?
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know.
Because we know the first 7 stars are coming in the next 2 months.
They're coming out in what, December?
Where'd you hear that?
No, I don't think I heard that.
Yeah, I don't know. 7 stars are not coming out this year.
Okay.
No, not playable.
Okay,
like,
but shards is what you're saying.
Just the shards.
I think it was in the patch notes. There was some talk about we first be able to see them in November.
Oh yeah. You will fight them in November. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, what are you talking about?
Like the normal characters as 7 stars, so we'll be able to see what their like rank and stuff is.
Yeah. Well, to what you're saying, I think they're going to be NPCs. So I think Queen Shuri, Hologram Iron Man. I should know their names, like obviously, but Apocalypse.
Shogun Logan.
Yep, Shogun Logan, the Ancient One, Doctor Strange, President Peggy Carter. We 2 of them weren't on the map, which I think will be playable. Is Vision Ultra, Viv Vision Ultron, and Pirate Supreme Deadpool.
Yeah.
And then the Traitor as well is also from M-Rock, but he might be NPC as well. And Madam Web, of course, for the Spider Guild, and Scar, Son of Hulk. I think that's all of them. Oh, and War Thor, the most important, because I want her.
Yeah. Absolutely, War Thor.
Yeah,
she's the most badass.
Absolutely. It's crazy. There's so much characters like that. I really hope. I really hope it's awesome just to see. I think they're going to be NPCs, but it would be cool to actually fight them, because we never get to fight NPCs. Like we never get to fight. Only NPC I think the Nameless, Dark Phoenix, the MODOK mashups, and special characters like Gwen Master and the Champion with the Power Stone.
Yeah.
But like I think it's cool if we would be able to fight them. It would be pretty cool. Some of them have really cool abilities. Like when I was reading through the lore, like obviously Peggy has Civil Warrior's shield. Madam Web has clairvoyant powers, so obviously that would be pretty cool to know what you're gonna do, kind of like Kang.
Wow.
Shogun Logan. I mean, come on, that would just be badass to fight.
Yeah.
Ancient One seems insanely powerful, because I mean, this dude like broke the timeline in M-Rock. Scar, we actually did get a fight him in M-Rock, which was a pain in the butt. tell you that. He's got his giant like like sword club, and that he was annoying. A lot of unstoppable and a lot of other things.
Yeah. I think I remember that fighting him and like what was it, like the King Thor or something like that.
Yeah.
War Thor. We did fight War Thor a little bit, didn't we?
I didn't finish that one because it was like you had to do 20. You had to do 20 matches within it. I only got to like 15, so I didn't actually finish it.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, it would be awesome to see those characters come to MCOC for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got anything else over there, Jay?
Okay. If you could add one character to the game, who would it be?
I actually have it pulled up. I need to remember his name real quick. Wendigo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, all right.
I know who exactly that is.
The Hulk villain / Alpha Flight villain.
Hmm?
Yeah.
It's like the abominable snowman.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what he is.
The Wendigo.
He's just more angry Sasquatch with a tail.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, that would be cool. What would you like to see in a Wendigo kit?
Ruptures, bleeds, unstoppable, and his own version of wrath. But it's a permanent one, like the gem of the gem, yeah, on Juggernaut.
Okay.
But you have some way to disable it.
Yeah, like through a heavy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. What else you got, Jay?
I was trying to think. It wasn't the Wendigo, but the Zemnu, who's kind of like, yeah, he's white as well, and he's furry and like as tall as it. But he was on an MCOC Contest Champions comic book variant, and he never joined the game. Sometimes he's white, sometimes he's orange. But it's always interesting, those two characters, and Wendigo he really is like Sasquatch. Like they're pretty much the exact same, besides the origin story. I was trying to think. There was something. I wonder if they could do something with like that. Also could be something like an October event, like a Bloodstone, with the actual Bloodstone event. That'd be pretty interesting to do it.
Yeah, because the Wendigo actually shows up in Werewolf by Night, so we know that they know about the Bloodstones.
Are you saying like the trophy head? Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was looking at all of them. I didn't really dissect all of them, but I was like, that's definitely the bottom of the snowman right there.
I just saw a big one that looks like Sasquatch. I'm like, that's the Wendigo.
Can't be Sasquatch. I was gonna stay on the State of the Battery map. There is a Department H. Like, there's 2 mystery spots in Department H. One by Guardian and Sasquatch, and then one to the bottom of it. Now, the bottom of it could either be Titanium or it could be a mystery character, and Wendigo could fit that. Could fit that spot. All right. If you could buff one character, what would you do?
Rhino.
Oh, okay. How would you make it different?
Give him like the power of for like Nova. Give him the charge of Mangog and Rage.
Okay, so like a Kingpin Rage.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
So he'd be like shrugging debuffs and just gaining a bunch of power and furies. while also going unstoppable and unblockable on your ass. That would suck.
It'd be very easy to turn off because it would need to be.
yeah. What else we got? Are you in Alliance?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What maps do you run in AQ?
We
And
run
what? Go ahead.
map 6 in AQ with, I think it's Epic mods and Gold 1 War.
Okay. Gold 1.
Right.
All right. Very nice. That's where we finished last season. Was Gold 1. Try to finish the same. Did they just update the war rewards?
Yep.
Or has that not gone through yet?
It went through, like, they showed up the third war of this season.
Okay. So yeah, they did just update the rewards, which is pretty cool. Since Star Nexus and 15k shards, which is pretty good,
Mhm.
compared to what we were getting. I think last war we got one tier 5 C and like one or two 25% tier 5 CC, and now
Yeah.
we get some rank 4 material. We get some extra rank materials, which is good. Extra
Yeah.
shards, 6-star shards. Love it. What do you think? What do you got, Jay? Are you in war? Jay's gone. What about you, Master?
All right, I'm back.
Okay, he's back.
I love the update because now we have a consistent way of getting rank 4 materials other than side quest.
Yeah.
Because it's like you can get half a month just on war and side quest. That's not including battlegrounds or those ranked awards or like any of the extra things.
Yeah, I can definitely agree. It'll expedite the rank 4 and rank 5 material, I think. Okay. What else you got over there, Jay?
Okay, I want to talk about next month's champs.
Yeah, we can. Next month's champs?
Yeah, not that
What do
we
you
know
mean?
him, but like, just guessing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You've got a Tuma and Shuri?
Yeah. So, well, I have when I made my thing, I put M'Baku there because we were just when I this is back in January, so you weren't sure, or not January, December. We weren't sure what we were getting in
Right.
terms of that movie because it was so long ago. So I put M'Baku and Atuma, but I really think it is probably Shuri and Atuma. So I did like a vote. It got like 500 votes, and Shuri and Ironheart actually won the vote, and then Shuri and Atuma got second place.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty interesting. And obviously we have one Wakandan spot on the map, one one Iron Nation spot, which
House.
could be Infamous Iron Man. It's kind of unclear if he goes in Latveria or does he go in the Iron spot. It's kind of interesting. Or we have Atuma, which goes in Oceanic Cascade with Namor. So we're for sure getting probably an Atlantean or a Techno. What is it? Gotta see how to pronounce it.
A Tech Wakandan?
No, Atalakanian. It's
Okay.
yeah. That's because it's it's not Atlantis. It's they changed the name of it to be Mesoamerican.
Right.
But yeah,
I think they're going to save Ironheart for next year.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, I think we're gonna get a Wakandan. And we're gonna get an Atlantean.
I agree. I think since Ironheart was in the vote,
First one.
this year?
First one.
First vote? She was last year. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she was in the vote with Hercules. I think since we just got Omega Sentinel, last year? Or
This year, yeah, beginning
This
though.
year. Yeah, so we'll probably see Ironheart next year once her show comes out.
Yeah, and we gotta see. I think it's cool. Like we don't actually get show crossovers, but we get usually something with it, right? Like either a buff or an actual character, like Titania with She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Like it's not a She-Hulk event, but when I made my predictions, I was like, Titania makes the most sense, and She-Hulk, right? So I think it's one of those cases where we could get Ironheart, and also I think she's having two suits in the movie and then two or three or whatever how many suits in her show. So it's interesting. Like they might wait until she's a full on like got her own unique like full on suit that she uses permanently. I think
they might even wait for Armor Wars too.
Yeah, but I don't think that comes out next year. So I wonder. What's up?
No, Armor Wars comes out 2025.
Yeah, they delayed it because they changed it from a TV show to a movie.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. You guys want to talk about She-Hulk? Are you guys watching She-Hulk?
Yeah. No, I'm watching it.
We're all caught up.
Yep.
Okay. All right. New episode drops. Some pretty good information on us. We see Daredevil for the first time in She-Hulk.
He was awesome.
Yeah, it was all legendary.
He stole the show.
Yep. I think this was the best episode by far. So, I mean, we still have one more episode to go, but I think this was the top of the cake.
It feels like the Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. Like that's to me like it's the best episode, but it's only because it has a character that we know and love. So it's always so funny that like when the best episode is when you have a guest character taking the lead. He was awesome. People said we had like they were gonna ruin him, but now he felt the same, and I loved it. And we have his Born Again series. Like it's. I'm really excited. 22 episodes of that show, and this finale. I think he's in it as well. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely took a little walk of shame from She-Hulk's house.
Saw even more Marcus Pack. I was sorry. I was gonna say Marcus Pack. He made a thumbnail of the walk of shame because he's doing Act 5 full exploration. Because he's been shamed to do Act 5 after all these years. It's pretty funny.
You still haven't completed Act 5, bro?
No, well, fully explored it, obviously. Because he fully explored Act 8 and 7 before he did Act 5.
Get that Elder Bane title, bro. It's easy.
Alright, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, more She-Hulk. What else did we see? We saw Leapfrog. What did you guys think of Leapfrog?
I liked
Entitled. Yeah,
I liked it. I can't wait till they do because he starts off as a villain and he turns into Frogman.
Yeah. What's it? Ribbit and Rip It. That's his
Ribbit and
catchphrase.
Rip It. But yeah, it was a good episode.
Yeah, it was not as I was expecting. Like when I saw the original trailer and he was in it, I was like, okay, yeah, we're getting Frogman, okay. And then the actual episode comes out, I'm like, this is not what I expected at all. For him to be the kind of villain, which is like his comic book counterpart, but super corny as his name is.
Exactly.
But I mean, it's cool. Leapfrog tied to Daredevil from the comics as well. It's nice that they pay attention. And Daredevil and She-Hulk just full on hitting it on, which is hilarious. It's funny that She-Hulk's got the most action in these past couple episodes than the whole MCU. But it's awesome. We have the season finale next week, right? So I'm curious like how they're gonna send it off.
By telling us who the Hulk King is.
Yeah, do you guys know who it is?
leader.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's definitely the leader.
Yeah. Man, he would be cool for the contest too. Like not a Hulk in a physical sense, but Hulk in the mind sense. Like he's a character, and he actually was in MROC. For you guys who don't know that, I have it somewhere. But what's up?
I'll be right back.
Okay. But on MROC, it was like who are the smartest people in the battle world, and he was one of them. So maybe because we have Captain America, the next film, and he's supposed to be in it. So, or he will be in it because they did confirm it.
So, do you think we'll end up seeing a little bit of Howard the Duck in any of these MCU upcoming shows?
Holiday special? I don't know. What do you think?
Okay.
Wait.
I don't know. I mean, I thought we might even get a little cameo of Howard the Duck and She-Hulk.
Okay. Yeah.
But
I mean,
not.
the what is it? The cameos tally keeps going up on the show, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see him definitely in the show or Guardians 3. I'm really excited for Guardians 3 and Quantum Mania. I don't know if you saw the leaked trailer, but it was badass.
I have not seen anything.
Yeah, it came out on Twitter again because it was from the D23, and no one was legally supposed to record it, but they did and posted it, and it was awesome. And we got that in February.
Okay, so that's coming up.
Yeah, so we have Quantumania in February. We have Guardians 3 in May. We have the Marvels, I believe, in June. And then Blade in November. And I don't remember if there was another film. But that's what it should be. For next year, at least. Besides Wakanda Forever and the Guardian special this year. Lots of MCU crossovers if they choose to, because like we have the quantum mystery spot on the map, and we have the one Guardian spot, two Guardian spot actually.
I'm back.
Alrighty. Well, we were just talking about the MCU films next year.
Mm-hmm.
Which I definitely think will tie into like, what characters we get that month as well.
Yeah. Speaking about MCU, have you been catching in on the like Easter eggs that they've been throwing in She-Hulk?
Yeah, quite a lot. A lot of Wolverine actually.
Mm-hmm.
Which is obviously exciting because we had the Deadpool. Oh, we didn't even talk about the Deadpool news. I mean, that's like the biggest news ever. Deadpool 3.
Yep.
But yeah, I haven't caught all of them, but for the most part, I'll pause and be like, oh, okay, there's another Wolverine Easter egg, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Daredevil said he had a couple suits made, so I wonder if that means his other comic book suits. What else did I miss? There was a couple other.
They made one based on Red Hulk.
Yeah, Red Hulk. That's what it was. I was like, there's a big one.
Yeah, that one's big because it means that Ross could be Red Hulk, but how are they going to deal with Ross?
I heard that they're looking at Harrison Ford to replace.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, a little interesting. I mean, I think they should go with Sam Elliott, who played him in the 2003 Hulk. I think it'd be cool because he actually played the character, but we'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, Red Hulk usually doesn't go back into his other form, so I think it'd be awesome for the Thunderbolts.
Yeah. I think the only time that we ever see Red Hulk will be as Red Hulk,
Mm-hmm.
and we're not going to see General Ross anymore.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's so. I was like, I was reading it. Someone was like arguing, like, oh, they're not gonna do Red Hulk in Thunderbolts, and it's like the Thunderbolts are named after him. Why would they not do him? It's like, yeah, exactly.
He's going to be the character that, like, we have the roster currently. It feels uncompleted. He's going to be that missing link because he hasn't been introduced into the MCU yet.
Well, he's been introduced in the MCU, just not as Red Hulk.
Yeah, that's what.
Not as Red Hulk.
Right. Okay, sorry I missed half that conversation. Lag.
Oh, good. We were talking about Easter eggs and She-Hulk, and She-Hulk teased everyone about Red Hulk. Like, what'd you expect, Red Hulk?
Exactly. Yeah. He's kind of, what did you guys think? The Wrecking Crew, and what's the wreck?
You're lagging, but we had Wrecker in the previous episode with the crowbar, the magic crowbar that he said that he has, which is cool. Yeah, we mentioned on the show. I do feel like they kind of make jokes to these characters. Like, it is meant to be like, same with Immortal Man. It feels like a jokey version of the character, so I can't take it serious. Like, I just have to take it as a joke. So I think as a joke, it's fine, and I actually really like the previous episode. But I'm curious what they're gonna tie into, because obviously the Wrecking Crew are working for the Hulk King. But how does this show come to an end, and how does the Wrecking Crew go forward? I'm curious. What'd you think?
Yeah.
You hated them?
I was confused because I didn't know about the Wrecking Crew.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're super old. Like, they're from the '60s. They were in Marvel Ultimate Alliance and a couple other things, but basically, like, Loki enchants their weapons, their regular industrial tools, and then they get powers because of it. And in the show, they were there for She-Hulk's DNA, so it's kind of true.
Yep.
I'm curious what they're going to use. Yeah, I wonder what they're going to use her DNA for.
Well, to make new Hulks, right? I think that's what it's going to be. Is we have
what else?
Make Thunderbolt Ross into Red Hulk.
Yeah, could do that. Could do Abomination, the Blue Hulk. Could even lead into. We have Planet Hulk as well. I think Hulk should be returning. I think for the finale. So hopefully we'll get a Planet Hulk tease. I mean, I think they're really building up the Hulks if they do with that DNA.
You think we're gonna get a Scar soon?
I think so. I mean, I don't think it'll be tied to She-Hulk, but I think for his solo movie, they finally have to do it and give us Planet Hulk. Absolutely.
I want to know where in the timeline this movie takes place, because it's really inconsistent.
Yeah, I agree. I miss when the MCU was just like, oh, this takes place this. Okay, here's a couple months later. This takes place then. Oh, here's a tease for what's gonna happen in a couple months. The movie comes out. I miss that. But ever since
because
yeah,
Shang-Chi, everything made sense, and then like She-Hulk was just like, you thought this made sense? It makes no sense. Why?
it's a little confusing. I just watch it just thinking it's present day for them, which obviously they had the 5-year time skip anyways. But at that point, I think the shows are in present day.
So do you think the same thing with Werewolf by Night? Is that taking place in current time?
I think it has to, right? Because we've actually had Man-Thing teased before, like I said, 3 times before, and Werewolf by Night has probably had to go rescue him those 3 different times. So, I think so. And Yeah. I mean, it doesn't tell us any other way.
It tells us that the bloodstone runs off of chaos magic.
Yeah, it does glow red like it,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
the red. Yeah, red. That's what I was gonna say. That's the only thing in color until the end. Like whenever they start playing Somewhere Over the Rainbow and everything gains its color.
Give them some like WandaVision flashbacks and some Multiverse of Madness flashbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. It's to build up, I think, the Midnight Suns with Elsa hopefully joining it and leading Black Knight, Blade, Man Thing, Werewolf by Night, Moon Knight, even maybe not. I don't know, but I think it's really cool. I think they should go for it.
When they introduced after Moon Knight came out, and I was watching the keeping up with D23 and all that, when they showed Werewolf by Night was coming, and showed Elsa, Man-Thing, and Werewolf by Night, I lost it because that's 4 members of a Midnight Suns team just on Blade, and that's a whole team.
Yeah, and there's something else. I forgot what it was. It wasn't a Midnight Suns, but it was like something. It was called Damnation or something. But I don't have it. But it was a proposed Midnight Suns team as well. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Damnation. So it's got. Here, I'll put it in the chat. It's got Man Thing, Elsa, Brother Voodoo, Blade, Wong, Ghost Rider, Moon Knight, Scarlet Spider, Doctor Strange, and Iron Fist. And I think Hellstrom is also on it as well. But it's pretty cool. Like, come on, give us the full Mystic and dark and rated R content.
Yeah,
I love it.
I think we might actually start getting the darker characters because Deadpool's officially canon.
Mm-hmm. Man, I can't wait for him to just make so many jokes about everything.
Yeah.
I guess that's all my stuff. I don't know if you have anything, Ixon. I know you're lagging a bit. But is there anything you kind of want to shout out that you got planned? You're telling us that you kind of have a new PC on the way, so lots of stuff can get rolling.
I will be having a long showcase of everything that Ant-Man can do. Awesome. I'll be having a showcase of Rank 4 Ant-Man and why he's bad in Battlegrounds currently.
Aww.
He does too much damage, which is weird to say.
That's funny.
And then the Craven showcase.
Perfect, dude. I put your YouTube channel in the links. You only have you don't have that many subs, so let's get people to sub to your channel, man. Like we always love new creators and small creators to make them even bigger. All right, man. Well, I think that's where we're gonna end it. Like, it's been a good hour already, which is awesome. Time just flies by. Appreciate you for coming on. And can't wait to see that.
Thanks again, dude.